not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. He has first down yardage at the 46.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To the air. It's Aller. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Big gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Trying to run it. It's Allen.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. Looking to throw. It's Howard. He's running out of time here. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Henderson. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they...
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
On the run here. Lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
To throw, it's Allen. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They're able to get him down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Grab down the middle. It's Allen. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
And now they run the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Nittany Lions will send the punt team onto the field. When he's got some space here. The Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And in 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up. They'll ride the back again here. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. To throw, it's Aller. Close to the tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking for his back. Caught on the outside. It's Henderson. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. Offense in hurry-up mode.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Aller. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Great cut there. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Screen screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short of the defense. Really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Back to throw. It's Howard. Trying to extend the play. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. On the ground, it's Singleton. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's got a man down the middle. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Here's the 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Aller. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Flips it with the running back, but he's got work to do. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. Nittany Lions come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Wallace. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here for this offense. Here's the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Quick throw complete to the tight end, and we're able to get him down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
To throw, it's Allen. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's 3rd down. They got to get after this quarterback. Instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a 1st down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. And the Nittany Lions come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. In the clear at the 25. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. To get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's 1st down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year. You go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Tailback with another carry. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Pressure is coming. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Short loss of the play sets up second and long from the 18. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back. It's Allen. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Finds his man, has the first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Nittany Lions will have first and 10 here. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? That one moves the ball to the 16.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Extending the play now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Powering through the defender. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Gonna run it. It's Singleton. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the grab. It's Fleming.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. The fact is, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So, good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Penn State. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Here's the throw deep downfield. The pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
On 1st down, it's play action. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep the play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Throwing for his running back. Complete with the running back. But can he get there? That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Bringing pressure. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Henderson.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. How about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Got space, looking to score. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. The Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry up. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back, it's Aller. Receiver makes the grab. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack.
And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Can he take it all the way? Past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. The defense playing a huge role here. They score, and suddenly we're tied for the conference championship on the line.
Now, this is unbelievable drama right here. I just happen to be looking at the head coach when they created that turnover. He's running on the sideline almost like he's trying to chase the ball carrier into the end zone. Huge play and changes the momentum of this game.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To the air, it's Allen. Tries the right with a quick throw, and he's got it. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Breaking free at midfield. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. There's the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And that's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Here's the kickoff team. We'll see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And at first down, they go right back to him.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Again, makes it second and medium. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.